तू है अब जो बाहों में करार है रब का शुक्राना सांसों में है नशा खुमार है रब का शुक्राना तू ही अब मेरा दीन है ईमान है रब का शुक्राना मेरा कलमा है तू अजान है रब का शुक्राना रब का शुक्राना तू मिला तो सब मिला अब किसी से क्या गिला तुझ में सिमटूं आ मैं बिखरूं तेरी बाहों में तू मिला तो सब मिला अब किसी से क्या गिला तुझ में सिमटूं आ मैं बिखरूं तेरी बाहों में फना हो जाए.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, have attention, please. I can request you to please take your seats, settle down, as we're about to start the grand entrance. Once again, if you could please take your seats, settle down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, everyone. Once again, good evening, everyone. Okay, there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to tonight's reception honoring Juhee and Stephen's wedding reception, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin our program and ask that everyone please take your seats and turn your attention towards the back of the aisle. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I'd like to start off with Stephen's groomsmen. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for the groomsmen, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, and now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the bridesmaids, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for the bridesmaids, ladies and gentlemen. Huh? Wrong song? Oh, okay, never mind. All right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome the bridesmaids, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna, really, really, really wanna say. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, please make some noise for the bridesmaids. Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, next, presenting to you, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome the bride's brother. Yes, come on, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Woo!
The nephews is in the house. As soon as the beat drop, we got the streets locked overseas. A Punjabi MC in the rock. I came to see the mommies in the spot. On the count of three, drop your body like it's hot. 1, young, 2, you. Get with it, fool.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, now please put your hands together and welcome the groom siblings. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Woo!
We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we're going to welcome the groom's parents. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and make some noise for Tom and Nancy Nessa. Come on. Woo!
As time goes on, I realize just what you mean to me. And now,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, please put your hands together for the groom's parents, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next, please give a warm welcome to the bride's parents, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together for Sanjay and Anna. Woo!
Won't you come and put it down on me? I'm right here, 'cause I need little love and little sympathy. Yeah, you show me good loving, make it alright. Need a little sweetness in my life. Sugar, yes please. Won't you come and put it down on me? Hey, my broken pieces, you pick them up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, please make some noise for the bride's parents, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you all have been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure and privilege to present to you for the very first time as married couple. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome the beautiful couple, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for Mr. and Mrs. Nelson. Woo!
Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby. Remember the day I set you free? I told you you could always count on me, darling. From that day on, I made a vow I'll be there when you want me some way, somehow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, make some noise for the beautiful couple, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby. Oh, no, darling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, next we're going to invite the bride's brother, Yash, on the floor for a speech, ladies and gentlemen. So please put your hands together for Yash. Thank you.
All right, guys, I've learned from yesterday not to get too close to the speaker, so we're not going to have any feedback. But if you guys don't know me, my name's Yash. I am the bride's brother. I was waiting for you guys to catch that one for me. But I do want to talk to Stephen and obviously Juhee, but first Stephen. I want to welcome him to the family. I've had many meetings with Stephen, and I was very skeptical when I first met Stephen, but he really grew on me. He really did. And I really did not want to like him, but he just every single time found his way to my heart. And, you know, regardless of what we did, he was like a brother. We would like hang out, anything. We were just on the same wavelength. And I'm like, I really like Stephen. maybe I should be marrying Steven. But I'm so happy. This day has been so many days in the making, and we're just so proud to have him part of the family and I get to know your family as well. And we all went to Mexico. It was just such a wonderful experience because when you get married, you don't only marry the partner, but you actually marry their entire family. And their family is absolutely incredible. And everyone's so warm and loving. We've had just such a wonderful time with all of y'all. So it's just it makes me so happy to have you be part of the family. And Juhee, I could go on and on about all your embarrassing stories, but I'm not going to do that. But it's just been so remarkable to see you transform over all these years into such a beautiful, talented, caring, loving person. And this day has just brought us all together. So without further ado, please give them a round of applause and welcome the new husband and wife.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please once again put your hands together for Yash. Thank you, Yash. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next we're gonna have the newlyweds proceed to the first on the dance floor for the first dance, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, please put your hands together for the beautiful couple, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. Oh yeah, yeah. At last, the skies above the blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you,
रली वाले झुमके पे जिया ललचाए कमर लचकाए तो लकों गिर जाए रली वाले झुमके पे जिया ललचाए कमर लचकाए तो लकों गिर जाए
काहे मारे रे ताना, क्यों बनता है सयाना, ना मैं तेरी गुजरिया, ना तू मेरा दीवाना।
सिटी तेरा ड्रामा मचाते हंगामा लड़ाए जो नजरिया जुलम हुई गवा ना तेरे है दीवाने तू माने या न माने अरे सुन ले गुजरिया बलम हुई गवा
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, make some noise. Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, next we're gonna invite Eric on the dance floor, ladies and gentlemen, best man for a speech, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome. It is so good to be here with you on this beautiful night in paradise. My name is Eric, and I have been lucky enough to call Steven Nelson my best friend for the last 7 years or so. I'm so honored to be here with you and with all of you here. But first, I really do want to thank a few people who made all of this possible. So to both Juhee and Steven's parents, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for bringing us together. Thank you for bringing these two incredible people into our lives. I'm especially proud to be here to recognize my friend and my brother, Steven. Steven, well, look, there are not many times in life when you meet somebody for the first time and you know instantly just how important they're going to become to you. But for me, that was Steven. And when I found out that Steven and his family were also from the Mountain West like me, I knew that that would really seal the deal. Steven and I met in college at George Washington University in DC. I know we have a lot of alumni. Sometimes it feels like an alumni reunion out here. Steven and I met at GW, and we've really been inseparable ever since. We've been the best of friends. We've been facing life's ups and downs together as a team, and I've been grateful for it. We've been a lot of things to each other over the years. We have been classmates. We've been roommates. We've been coworkers. We've been meditation partners. And we developed an incredibly strong bond over hundreds of visits to a place called Cafe Rio and over probably hundreds of cans of Coke Zero. And I'm sure many of you here can relate, because if you know Steven, you know he has excellent taste in both Mexican cuisine and zero-calorie cola. And sharks. You know, this guy absolutely loves sharks. But the most important thing is he's never happier than he is when sharing those things with you. So Steven and I see each other still about every week or so, sometimes more often than that. For a number of years, we've gotten together for a weekly meal that's meant the world to me, and it continues to. We've learned a lot about each other over this time. I've learned that Steven is an absolutely committed friend. He is the kind of guy who would quite literally give you the shirt off of his back if you're in need. Or in my case, if you're locked out of your luggage ahead of a trip. He's the kind of guy who would change a flat tire outside at night in the pouring rain, and he'd still call it a good day. He's the kind of guy that we're all better off for knowing. And there's one more thing I want to tell you about Steven. This is a guy who absolutely adores Juhee. Juhee, I could go on and on about as well, but there's one thing that stands out in my mind a couple years ago when I knew that all of this was going to work out. And that was when Juhee agreed, she willingly agreed, to join us on a double date to a live action performance of Jurassic World. And let me be clear, the average age of the audience was probably under 10. And then there was us. And Juhee, thank you for bearing with us. Thank you for being a friend to me as well. It means the world. So I think it's pretty clear that all of us here are better off because of these two and the impact they've had on our lives. And my wish for them tonight is that we can all return that favor. And not just today on your wedding day, but every day to come. So Juhee and Steven, look around. These are your people. This is your family. We love you today. We love you forever. Here's to a lifetime of love and happiness for Juhee and Steven. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next we'll be inviting groom's mom and groom on the dance floor for mother and son dance. Please put your hands together for the groom and the mom. Thank you.
I want a Sunday kind of love, a love to last past Saturday night, know it's more than love at first sight. And I want a Sunday kind of love. Oh, yeah. I want a love that's on the square. Can't seem to find somebody, someone to care. And I'm on a lonely road that leads to nowhere. I need a Sunday kind of love. I do my Sunday dreaming, oh yeah, and all my Sunday scheming, every minute, every hour, every day. Oh, I'm hoping to discover a certain kind of lover who will show me the way, and my arms need someone to enfold, to keep me warm when Mondays and Tuesdays grow cold. Love for all my life to have and to hold. Oh, and I want a Sunday kind of love. Oh, yeah. I don't want a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, oh, nothing but Sunday. Oh, yeah. I want a Sunday. I want a Sunday kind of love. Oh, yeah. Sunday kind of love.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and make some noise for the groom and groom's mom, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'll be inviting bride's aunt, Deepa, on the stage for a speech, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together for Deepa. Thank you.
Hello and good evening, Mrs. Juhee Nelson. Smart, strong, brave, beautiful, and kind. Isn't that what you said? We couldn't agree more. Juhee, what a wonderful evening. I need my notes. I want to add one more adjective to that. Juhee's the take charge kind of a woman, isn't she? She loves to give instructions. But when the going gets tough, she rises to the occasion and she's like grace under fire. Look at this beautiful venue. We've all enjoyed this venue, haven't we? To celebrate their circle of never ending love. Mr. Nelson, what a wonderful ceremony. You made us emotional. Thank you. To me, though, Juhee, you're always going to be that little girl who would run and sit in my lap whenever I met her. She would sneakily kick my younger one out of my lap, make herself very comfortable, so comfortable that he had no chance to crawl back. Neither he, nor my daughter, nor Yash. That's it. That part hasn't changed. She has not left me. for one moment all these years. I'm horrible at keeping in touch, but Juhee, she's just pulled me into her life. Thank you. Even through these wedding celebrations, she's kept me up to date. Auntie, this is what I'm doing. Auntie, do you think this is great? Yep, everything you do is going to be great. Nothing is going to be less than anything perfect for Juhee. Thank you. You're an amazing girl, and I mean that. You know, even though she was so busy, she would still find time to text me and call me, Auntie, how are you doing? Why? Why are you calling me? Go get married. Do something. But no. So that lap, you've never left it. Thank you. And I love you for that. I remember several years ago, Kishore and I were visiting Ina and Sanjay, and the word Shakti popped up. Do you remember that day? And she said, and Shakti really means strength. It's also the name of a Hindu goddess. And she said, Auntie, I want to inscribe this word somewhere. Why? Well, because that word inspires her to be full of strength, strong, brave, just like Stephen said, under any circumstance. And you know, she's really lived up to that. She's been such an amazing support to Sanjay and Ina. What a wonderful daughter. You'll hear Ina say this many times. Deepa, Juhee is an angel. She has come to my life as an angel. And she's right. And have you seen Sanjay look at his daughter? It's like such this feeling of immense pride when he looks at her. Yep. Even though for Sanjay, Ina, and me, Juhee represents Shakti, her real name, it really means a fragrant flower, always blossoming, always blooming. And you know, we have seeds of flowers on the table too today. Well, she's in full bloom when she dances. It's like her spirit dances with her, isn't it? We saw that today and yesterday. True to that art form, Juhee, you are the epitome of contentment, always smiling. Have you ever seen this girl not smile? Never. Stephen, Juhee has danced her way into your life. This girl is crazy about you. A couple days ago when I met Stephen, I said, oh, Juhee raves about you a lot. And he said, oh, I don't know, Auntie. I think I'm the clear winner. I won't argue. She's amazing. The dedication and the devotion coupled with Shakti, she's going to seamlessly filter it into your life. You're one lucky man. Today, I feel honored just standing here speaking about Juhee. But more than that, I feel blessed that I had the opportunity to share some space with Ina and walk you down the aisle. I thank you so much, Juhee, for that honor. And I thank you, Ina, for sharing that space with me. Thank you. Juhee, I wish you nothing but the best in life, nothing but the best, because you deserve that. Live your life to the fullest and dance like nobody is watching. And Yash, where's Yash? I'm going to borrow your line. And I'm going to say it in the same dramatic tone he always said that. Ja Juhee ja, ji le apni zindagi.
Thank you, Deepa. Thank you, Deepa. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a little pause to wipe down the dance floor since it's wet and slippery. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, if I may have attention, please, and if you could please turn your attention towards the dance floor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna invite Groom's brother Skylar on the dance floor for a speech, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, if you can have a Skylar, please. Thank you. All right, Skylar is not available right now, so we're gonna move on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next we're gonna invite bride's father on the dance floor, ladies and gentlemen, and the bride for father-daughter dance, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, please put your hands together and make some noise for them. Thank you.
Unforgettable in every way.
And forevermore.
And forevermore.
That's how you stay.
That's how you'll stay.
That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too.
Oh, forget it. Yeah.
रूप तेरा सोना सोना सोनी तेरी पायल छन छना छन ऐसे छन के करते सबको घायल कह रहा आंखों का काजल इश्क में जीना मरना ये से शावा शावा माहिया से शावा शावा माहिया से शावा शावा माहिया से शावा शावा
Yeah.
तुम तो मेरी जिंद मेरी जान वे मेरी तो ज़मीं है आसमान वे तुझ बिन मैं की करार रब्बा खैरिया हाय वे मैं की करार
कजरा रे कजरा रे कजरा रे तेरे कारे कारे नैना कजरा रे तेरे कारे कारे नैना ओ कजरा रे तेरे कारे कारे नैना कजरा रे
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the bride and the father. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'll be inviting groom's parents on the dance floor for a speech, ladies and gentlemen. So please put your hands together for the groom's parents, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Well, we're so excited to be here tonight, and Skylar actually was going to have a little special thing to say to his brother Stephen and to Juhee, and so we'll wait for him to come. But in the meantime, I just wanted to share a story about Stephen when he was in fourth grade. They had a spelling bee in the school, and they only allowed fourth, fifth, and sixth graders to participate in the spelling bee because he was one of the youngest in the group. You know, he said, "Mom, I want to do the spelling bee," and I said, "No, it's fine. You know, let your older sisters who are in sixth grade be in the spelling bee." And he's like, "No, I'm going to do this." So I said, "Okay, great." And this was just the first indication that Stephen had this spark of this desire for knowledge and this competitive ability or desire to be the best at whatever he did. And I didn't recognize that right off, but the spelling bee was the first situation. Anyhow, we had the vocabulary list of words and he studied them so intently and was very deliberate. And his sisters were also in the spelling bee, but they were knocked out in like the first preliminary round. And Stephen was one of him and I believe another sixth grader were the last ones in the final round. And they had their preliminaries one day, and the next day would be the final competition, and they had a list of words that they had to review. Well, there was one word, acetylsalicylacetate, or acetylsalicylacetate, which for those of you who have any kind of a chemical background is the chemical word for aspirin. It's a very difficult word to spell. And when we practiced it the night before, he could not get it. And I thought, oh my goodness, it will just be his luck that he will get that word at the spelling bee and he's going to be done, because we tried over and over and over that evening. And he was not able to get that word correct. He's just missed a syllable or a letter here and there. I thought, okay, the spelling bee was the next day, and we went. It was in the afternoon after lunch, and I sat there with my husband. We listened to the spelling bee, and it was just him and this other girl, Liz Furbush. And sure enough, Stephen gets up, and it was the final word. And was Liz given? Oh, you were given acetus. I can't even say it. So let's say this word, and I just, my heart just dropped to my chest, and I thought, oh my gosh, he's done. That's it. We're done. And he gets up there and he spells that word immaculately. And they said, correct. And I was like, oh my goodness, I was so excited as a mother. But I realized, and afterwards, Stephen ended up winning the spelling bee as a fourth grader against all the other sixth graders in the school. And he went to the district competition, and I don't remember where he placed in the district, but that was just the beginning of Stephen being so determined to do his very best and to give it the extra. And I asked him, how did you ever learn that word? He said, well, I skipped lunch and I took that word and I studied over and over during my lunchtime. And that's how I was able to get that word. And so I just share that story with you because it's just an indication of Stephen at a very young age wanting to do the very best he could, to be the best he could, and to find those situations in his life where he could excel. And this is a perfect example. He has worked hard. He's found the best. He's succeeded in finding the most beautiful woman, I believe, that he could find. And we are so grateful, Juhee, that you have chosen Stephen to be your husband. And we're so happy to have you in our family. And we're so excited to have the Janes as part of our family as well. And Ina and Sanjay and Yash, we're just so thrilled to be a part of your family and to join, and for the wonderful event you put on this weekend. And I just want to say thank you so much from the Nelson clan. And now Skylar has something he'd like to share, a special message for Stephen as well.
Hi, my name is Guy Nelson. I'm his brother.
You want me to hold this while you read it?
So Steven's very honest. I'm so lucky I have a brother like Steven. He always be in my heart. He's a superstar. I'm happy to be with him always, forever. He is a very special brother to me and the whole family who is here. He is a part of my family. When he travels on his next journey, I hope he will remember to take me with him. After he gets married, I hope he's a better man, Steven, and I stay connected with FaceTime him. He is a part of our incredible family. I love him so much. Don't be scared, bro. You got this. I be there when he need me. I love you, Steven and Juhee.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, please put your hands together and make some noise for Skylar, please. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next we're gonna invite bride's parents on the dance floor for the next speech, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together for the bride's parents. Thank you.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Nothing comes from nothing. Nothing ever could. So somewhere in my youth or childhood. So in our philosophy, changed that too. So somewhere in my past lives, we must have done something good. And I say that for the angel we got in our life, Juhee. All of you who are parents, you probably all remember the first birth of your first child, the birth of your first child. It's an absolute miracle. And for us, it was an absolute miracle that way. When Juhee was born, she hardly cried. And she's looking curiously at us right after she was born, quietly. And we knew we have someone special who arrived in our life. And as you already heard Deepa say, that Ina believes she is an angel who has come into our lives. And she has proven that over time. But we'll come back to that. I do want to thank all of you here who are all here, the Nelson clan, all our friends, our friends and family. And I like to think of that as this is our wealth on display. The wealth of friendship and family relationships that we have, that is what I really think of the wealth that we have earned in our lives. and it's all on display here. And when I said somewhere in my past lives we have done something good, it's not just for the angel, but for all of you too, that you who are here to support us and join in the celebration. I guess those of you who know Juhee well, Juhee's friends and family, you all know she's very fiercely loyal, deeply caring, and I got to say, she expects that from all her friends and family too in return. Uh, and she then goes out of her way. And I was so happy to hear Stephen is like that too. You heard the story when Eric was talking about. He's the kind of guy who will literally give his shirt off his back for his friends. And that's exactly what Juhee would do. She would go all the way out to help her friends and family. And you'll really I get surprised. I mean, she's in the middle of a million things, and she will remember to call someone who's going through some tough time, and friends and family, and keep track of everyone, how things are going, and everyone is taken care of. So that's really nice. So she has been, mature beyond her years right from the beginning. But over the last 5 years, of course, you have all seen Ina in her wheelchair. That happened 5 years ago. And so she has taken a whole lot upon herself to really support Ina and myself. In fact, she let her career slide to decide to stay close to us all the time so that she can ensure that we are well taken care of. And then she has been doing that very ably, going through all this time. And when she met Stephen, we were impressed with Stephen, and we started realizing how alike they are and how well they work together. Stephen has a solid foundation of faith, and that shows through. He's a thorough gentleman. He's very caring. He has a moral compass, which you get impressed by. And so we were very happy to see that Stephen has come into Juhee's life. And let me see if I missed some adjectives that I wrote here. Very caring, very talented musician. So interestingly, one of these evenings we were with Juhee and Stephen together, and we found out that this great musician has not seen Sound of Music. And so we sat down and we said, we got to take care of that. And then, as you heard, I started with a song from Sound of Music. And so that has been a favorite movie of ours. We have seen it multiple times. And so we got Stephen up to speed. And I guess with that, as I talked about with Stephen, he really seems like made for Juhee. They're really made for each other. And I'm so happy that they found each other and that they brought our families together and all our friends together. And so let's give a round of applause to Juhee and Stephen. Love you guys.
Thank you, Mr. Jain. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We have a special surprise coming up for the groom, ladies and gentlemen. So if you could please turn your attention towards the dance floor, ladies and gentlemen.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars, and let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me.
दिल धड़काए और सीटी बजाए
दिल धड़काए सीटी बजाए बीच सड़क पे नखरे दिखाए सारे हो करके इशारे हो लड़की ओ लड़की आंख मारे ओ लड़की आंख मारे ओ लड़की आंख मारे
Báilame como si fuera la última vez y enséñame ese pasito que no sé, un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui, 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 rumba. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Hay music, hay flows. Báilame como si fuera la última vez y enséñame ese pasito que no sé, un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui, 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 taqui.
दरवाजे को कुंडी मारो कोई न बच के जाने पाए डीजे को समझा दो म्यूजिक गलती से भी रुक न जाए दगा दगा जो फील करे वो जाके दो रेड बुल गटक ले जिसको डांस नहीं करना वो जाके अपनी भैंस चराए
बस आज की रात है कल से वही से अपे है जी भर के नाच लो ना घर वाले ना मापे हैं जब पे अपना राज है डरने की क्या बात है ये तो बस शुरुआत है
अरे अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है अरे अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है
ये तो बस शुरुआत है
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the beautiful performance, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, if I have attention, please. Dinner will be served shortly, so please stay seated and wait for your table to be dispersed. Actually, I guess we're ready for dinner, so we're going to start off with table number 9. If we can have table number 9 proceed to the buffet, please. Thank you.